Hey, Shri. Okay, I can use X and Z, but I can't use Enter and Shift. Anyway, let's do this thing. Also, it's funny how Sans starts off fighting him on his own, but then Flowey comes in and teams up with him. It's really hilarious. Also, I've only just noticed that for some reason my Mike's Big Showdown videos are taking off. Like, oh fucking K, dude. I didn't jump high enough. I want to try something. Hang on, can you get in here? You can. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but it's really weird how that actually works. Ah, I'm all the way up. Oh! Is that a safe spot? That's... It looks like you can actually stay up there. That's pretty amazing. Sans, you having a stroke? Oh, that was RNG again, dude. Hey Sansi, how you doing? Narrow escape. Right now I'm still trying to understand all the attacks. Even though I got most of them figured out, there's still some I haven't quite mastered yet. Like this one. No, I jumped too high. Blue bone hit me. And here's where it all falls apart. Yeah, see, sometimes jumping doesn't even work. And when you try and move, it's all over, man. Like, been doing the live streams, I'm sure I'm going to do it. I'm fine, honestly. I appreciate your concern, but I know what I'm doing this time. The only reason that Mike's Big Showdown turned to be what it was because it was so luck heavy. I have never played something so RNG heavy in my life. Like, even Distrust 2 and Sudden Changes Sands can't compare to it. Combined, mind you. This can be mastered. Mike's Big Showdown cannot. And apparently my inability to get consistent with it has hit the algorithm, like... Alright YouTube, whatever, don't recommend some of my more worthy stuff and just focus on something that makes me mentally unstable. Like, just last week, I got recommended a video on my feed, and there was a naked woman in the thumbnail. I'm not even joking. It showed up in my feed. So YouTube has terms of service, and it's not willing to recommend my most popular challenges, yet it recommends well, let's say a censored picture of a naked woman in a thumbnail. It recommends a cheated run, while mine turns out legit. Bear in mind, this is triple Jebel, by the way. So I complete triple Jebel legitimately, only get 500 views. Someone uses the Jebel's Tail and Devil's Knife, which are both illegitimate items against Jebel, and they get 10,000 views. Like, can YouTube stop being so stubborn? The algorithm's becoming more and more corrupt every single day, and nobody knows why. Gas to Survival. Honestly, Gas to Survival is like second place. I mean, you can kind of react to that somewhat, but it... But they're like... Basically, the lesson I learned from this is, if it has a luck-heavy final attack, just don't fucking do it. You can earn 300 points in another way. You can get that back. But you can't get back any lost reputation or even health. It's like the story of how someone's brother. So there was a 16-year-old boy, and he fell sick one night. This is not a joke, by the way. I'm just reciting this because I saw a news article about it. So there was a 16-year-old boy, and he was sleeping with his older brother. And the 16-year-old grew nauseous in the night. And just before the 16-year-old could throw up, the brother put his hand to his mouth to stop the carpet from getting dirty. And so, since the sickness had nowhere to go, it clogged up his airways, which got into his lungs, which made him die of pneumonia. And the moral of the story is, the carpet can be cleaned, it can be replaced, but we can't bring the child back. Like this message was even spread a lot around when COVID was at its worst. Like, we can reopen schools, but we can't bring back their students who died. But if people aren't willing to listen, well, you can say that they're lawful killers. Fucking hell. Would you please let me jump when I want to, please? I was moving! See, this is something I don't get about this. Yeah, Salty Lily as well. This happened to many content creators. Was that brother charged with anything? Not to my knowledge. But I think the worst that he could get in today's society is just a severe talking to. And, well, since he indirectly killed his younger brother, that will be on his conscience for the rest of his life. It's like if a driver causes a major accident that ends up killing 2 cyclists, not only would he like get points on his license, maybe have his license taken away, but he would never be cured of the emotional trauma. Anyway, enough about that, because that's on the topic of death, and that's something I'm trying to avoid at this moment in time, given recent circumstances. Yeah, that's that's actually a true story. It's like, if you have to throw up, just throw up. Like, fuck it there or nah. Just let it out. You cannot risk your own life. Ah, so that's a really tight spot. Hello, Fatal Error. Didn't know what you mean. What are you talking about, Fatal Error? I don't understand. Oh, God's sake, man! I hate it when I make a mistake. Where's my ukulele? Alright, Sandsy, have fun with Flowey, man. I hope you get the no hit soon. Because you've no doubt work your hair out for that thing. I was about to say something else, but I was just trying to keep it, you know, appropriate. I love the guitar in this music. It's so gritty. And when I say that, I don't mean that it's bad. I mean that it adds grit to the overall theme. I just love it when it rapidly switches between sounds. Just like that. It sounds like a chicken almost. See, it happened again. Oh, RNG. Why did you do this to me? You no goody two shoes with your exor operations and things with your cheese. Wait, do computers even have cheats? Wanna know something? That's becoming trickier by the day. It's like you have to put yourself in danger of getting hit just to do it. Ah, gotcha. No, dick. This attack is going to be impossible on no hit pace. Why is it pre-final that has to be the worst in most cases? Right, 14 HP. I should be able to get no heal now. Don't know how to dodge that. No, don't hit me, please. Don't. Oh yeah, this segment. No, 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 no! Sans, you bitch. Well, I got no heal at least, so there's that. Right, skip. Can I skip this? I cannot skip this. Skip credits, please. Can I skip them? Skip, 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 skip. Can I, please? Hello? Please, can I skip this? Ugh, fine, I'll reload the game. Okay, note to the developers, please add a credit skip. No, I don't. No. Right, how do I get back to the main menu? No, I'm doing things wrong all over again. Picking the wrong option, doing the wrong strat. I think something's quite clear. Anyway. Alright, now to try no hit, or at least get close to no hit. No! Another note to devs, please add a warning before something like that comes in. And again, that's just me being picky, so... Right. Okay. This is going to be difficult. This is going to be really, really difficult. Can't believe it took me like one try to beat these fights, and now I'm struggling to do challenges on them. You were facing a different direction. Why did you suddenly turn around? You were facing a different direction. Flowey. Or as text-to-speech calls him, Flowey. Sounds like Flowey almost. Right, number 4. What's this one again? Platform. Number 5. Oh wait, no, this is number 6. Well, no, this might... you know what, I'm not even going to keep tracking them by number now, because I'm just going to lose track of it. I completely forgot what side to go on. I completely fucked it. Floral fracture, yeah. Wait, so floral fracture, that's what Sans has. Yeah, there's a flower in his skull, and he has... Yeah, floral fracture is what he has. Okay, there's a new problem I've been researching recently. Because I just love researching things just for the sake of it. And I came across something rather strange. Have you ever... So, guys, have you ever built something that you're not sure if it'll work or not? I'm sure if you're a game developer, you'll kind of relate to this very easily. Apparently, there is an automated way to tell if your game will freeze or if it will just finish. Okay, so that sounds good, doesn't it? So, what happens is, this machine takes any game's code, and by looking at that code, it determines whether or not the game will freeze or keep running. Now, we don't have to worry about how it actually works. Let's assume that it does it somehow. So, let's say if this game will have bad hitboxes. Okay. So what the problem proposes is, if the game freezes, then the machine will give you an answer. Yes, it will freeze. However, if your game doesn't freeze, then it will say, no, it doesn't freeze. So far, so good, right? Well, what about we change up this logic a little bit? So, on the end of this machine, we have another machine, which does the opposite of the given input. So, if your machine says, yes, this game will indeed freeze, then the new machine will not freeze. But if the game doesn't freeze, then the new machine freezes. So, just to reiterate, we have one machine that will determine yes or no, the program will freeze or keep going, and there's a new machine attached to it that does the opposite of what the machine outputs. With me so far? Excellent, because this is where it gets a little bit complicated and, well, totally unthinkable. Here's the problem that this has. We think that this program that we made that determines whether or not any game will freeze or continue running always prints the right answer. So if we put a box around both of these machines and make it just one machine, and then we take this combined machine's code, so listen Bev, this is where it gets really trippy. We take that new machine's code and feed it into itself. So we take the code from the machine and we feed it back into the machine that uses that code. What will happen then? Well, let's step through it. So, if that given code freezes, then the new machine will not freeze. But because that new machine is because that machine's part of your new machine, it actually causes the machine to freeze. So, by saying not freezing, it freezes. And by saying it freezes, it doesn't freeze. So therefore we reach a contradiction. So if you have ever thought that there must be some sort of machine or program that can determine for certain whether any given machine or program will freeze or keep running, no such machine can exist. If you want to do research about that, it's called The Halting Problem by Alan Turing. Yeah, the same guy who invented the Turing machine. No, dude, you can't force me into the vine. That's not allowed. You can't force me in there. I think the main problem I have with attacks like this is trying to focus on your surroundings while having to cope with RNG. It's not easy, man. The human mind can only have up to 4 things at once. It can only focus up to 4 things at once. So when you throw like 10 RNG bullets, as well as a vine that homes in on you, you're not going to have an easy time. Right, this one. Dude, I was moving. This hit detection is so shit when it comes to movement detection. Like the orange, the blue. It's not even the attacks at this point, it's just the hit detection. It's so bad. I went to the wrong place again! God's sake, dude! Whose ass will pull that number out? What number, MFM? What number are you talking about? Yeah, I've done no heal, Rem. I'm just trying to do no hit, and I'm slowly losing my mind due to the color hit detection. Because sometimes you can turn around, you can be holding up while you're being surrounded by orange, and you still get hit. It detects button inputs. It doesn't detect movement. So you can be moving up. The number is 8. You can only focus on 4 things at once. Look it up. It's true. It's an experimentally verified fact. I mean, it makes no sense for if it detects button inputs, you just hold up on orange. It doesn't make sense to still get hit, even though you're doing the right thing. That's a gripe I have with games like this one, where everything's all simple, it's all nice and chill. No pun intended. But things like that just don't make it good. Like, it's fun to play, sure. It's really fun. But when trying to challenge run it, you're gonna have a bad time. Like, I know the attacks. It's just trying to adapt to 2 different things at once. Dodging blue bones and then moving just so I avoid getting hit. Hoping that RNG doesn't screw me over when things explode. Okay, do not screw me up like that again, please. Yeah, see, things like this are fine. Like, they don't have much leniency, but it's still good enough to where you can react to it. It worked that time. See, this... See, something like... It just... I don't know. And whenever I make just a simple mistake, which ends up costing me an entire run, and I know it's my fault, because either I forgot something or I went the wrong way, that's not really something that I can just take lightly, you know, because I've spent 3 years of my life doing challenge runs just so I can get better. And then after this, I know I'm gonna waste my whole life doing everything else. Like, sometimes I can just never forgive myself just because of a simple mistake. It doesn't just apply to challenge runs either, it applies to IRL as well. Or when I'm talking with someone. Whether it's something I've said, something I've done, whether I forget something that's vitally important. That's why I get annoyed so much over small things like this one, because I know that I could have... I know this part, I know exactly what to do. But in the heat of the moment, just forgetting about it just to go a different direction. Oh, see, like right there. I know how slow those go, and I know exactly what to do there. Like, I could be feeling the absolute greatest right now, and stuff like that can still happen. I don't necessarily have to be weak in order to forget something. It's just when there's a lot going on my mind, whether that's from an interruption or otherwise, it's not easy. It's not easy being me. And also, this, I don't know if it's an intended bug, but it kind of pisses me off a bit. When the vine line appears, as soon as the vine starts appearing, even if you're not touching it, if you're on the same line, you're gonna get hit. Now that doesn't happen in the original Undertale when the vines extend to hit you in Flowey. You're given just a fraction of a second to react. If it's a bug that's just been left in, then it's not a very good one. Jesus, dude. How many points is this? This is worth 300. That will bring me up to 9,800 when this is done. And to think I nearly lost 600 yesterday, all because of a decision that was made. Thankfully I didn't. Like, I would have been so pissed off if I found out that one of those, half of those 600 points that I've worked so hard for had just vanished in an instant. I was talking to this with Skelly last night, actually. Imagine if you no-hit Delirium of Eons, which is worth a whopping 1,000 points. It's a Grandmaster on the sheet. And then the next day, it gets removed, because it's too luck-based. Imagine the frustration that you would feel. Your first 1,000 points just gone. Like, the reason to remove it is justified, of course. But it's not a good idea. That can cause a lot of resentment. Anyway, mini rant over because I'm getting pretty peeved. I need to shut my blind. That sun is as bright as anything. Oh, fuck. Dude, no! You fucking little piece of shit! You can't just do that after I saved it. Just... Ugh. And see, this is just where a lot of my frustration comes from. Fails from where I forget things. Fails from where there's luck involved, which I basically had none of so far in this, thankfully. It just makes me so mad when I make it past the point where I originally failed at repeatedly, or because I either forgot something, or something stupid happens, like hit detection gone wrong or something. Only to fuck it up. Like, I think basically the source of his frustration was because I got told to go downstairs and check on something while I was having lunch. And the frustration I felt was, why are people so impatient? Do another elite. No thank you. Keep Tail Sands, no hits. Just not gonna happen for me, to be honest. It's just not gonna happen. Like, I looked at it and, yeah. With the luck... I need to shut up before I break something. Because when I'm talking, I lose focus. Have I beat Sans before? Yes. I've even done an entire no-hit genocide run. I've done plenty of Sans no-hits across various different games. The original Undertale, Distrust, Disbelief, Hard Mode, Fresh. Basically, I have a number of no-hit Sans under my belt. Oh yeah, cannot forget sudden changes. See, this is another thing. Whenever I forget things, it's always because I'm trying to remember something else. Like whether that's a name or something else, I always forget just how much I really know. Sorry for my little mini rant and anger. It's just been so difficult for my entire family since my grandpa died. Like, I've been hanging on fine. I've been hanging on fine. But everyone else, not so much. And that in turn makes me stressed. In simple terms, I'm okay, but everyone else isn't. But it doesn't make sense for people to be impatient. Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine if you leave it for 1 minute. Like, I started, so I'll finish. Can you fucking stop? Dude, I was moving. How fucked up can you be? Hold up. There we go. Jump. Just jump. Hold up. There we go. Dude, I was out of the way. Did you just move just to... Righto. It's just don't take 10k too seriously. Bro, I'm not even taking 10k. I'm not even thinking about that right now. I'm not even thinking about that. It's just when there's just so much just happening in life. It's just... See, when I said before that a lot of it runs due to outside interference, to put it lightly at least, because I don't want to slander anyone online. That's the reason why. That's the reason why. Like, said things like, it'd be fine if you just left it for a minute, or it wouldn't hurt you to do this. Or, like, come on. Can't you see the point? Like, trying to talk to you is like watching paint dry. It takes forever just to get through to you. This is why I like to stay at home alone, because I just need a fucking break. Well, actually, no. Even when I'm home alone, it can still happen. Like what happened earlier, when I was having lunch, and I'm like, "Well, I just started, so what about you wait for 5 minutes?" And be like, "No, it's a little bit important." Well, how about this? Okay, I have cheese out here that could go bad at any minute, and you're asking me to step down for 2 minutes just to check your fucking mailbox. And you wonder why I'm so grumpy all the time. This even happened in 2021. When I was grinding ULB Phase 3, I made it past Section 2 for the first time. And I was required to come down because it was important. I lost a potential no-hit run to an interruption. It took me ages to get back there. Just let my anger out on them. Impossible, for 2 reasons. Number 1, I don't want to add any more stress into their life. And 2, even if it does work, well, it just won't. I'd end up upsetting them. Like, I so badly want to tell them that, but no. Like, it's not the game now that's making me lose my mind. It's other people. Like, none of you. Don't worry. I'll just put a disclaimer out here. None of you are involved, especially the people who seek to cause drama. It's none of you. Like, if you remember 2 days ago, I even talked to them about it, and I was crying for an hour straight. Because the outcome of it was just so emotionally damaging, both to me and other people. Basically, I'm going to be like this for the rest of my life. Unless I move out. Which, unfortunately, cannot happen. I'm not emotionally stable enough to manage my own finances. Yet, I don't even know... even if I could, I would never be able to figure out how to manage my own finances. Dude, I wasn't even moving. This... I'll get there eventually. No, I won't, Rem. No, I won't. Did this happen during Mike? Yes, it was 2 days ago. I was streaming trying to no-hit Mike's murder house. And then I was called down in the middle of final, which I technically could pause because I was playing on Turbo Warp. Like, all the Mike stuff was done on Turbo Warp for interpolation thing. And yeah, I don't even want to talk about it anymore. It just pisses me off too much. I'm tired of being upset over basically nothing. That's why I do these runs. That's my little escape into this, into a world where basically I can be myself, just no matter what happens. But even when the outside force comes into that, that's when it doesn't become fun anymore. Like, I can enjoy the game, I can enjoy it as much as I want, but just as soon as someone drives me off, that's when it doesn't become fun to me. Like, I still have an inch of fun from this, but when it comes to things like Mike's Big Showdown and the outside interference, I practically stay up all night just to get that no hit, just so I could get it out of the way and so it wouldn't interfere with anything like it did before. Of course, it's not justified. I do not recommend ever staying up all night, especially to do a challenge run. And I hate the way that I approached Mike. But I just wanted it dead. I was moving, bruh! Fuck!